My home life when I was younger was great. I was an only child, and we lived on 9 acres of land. We had chickens and a couple of horses and a hunting dog. And so I would just play outside all the time, and I kind of wish I had it still. I met my boyfriend at the time through a mutual friend of ours. The lines are kind of blurred where he started, you know, where it wasn't abusive and then where it started to be abusive. Verbal and physical. It really started to escalate quickly, but I wasn't aware of it. So I just had this major dependency on him. My boyfriend and I had gotten married, and I was living with he and his family. There was no longer a buffer between abuse. Like, it was just constant. And that's when I called my aunt, and she used to work here at Hannah House. And thank goodness for Hannah House. Oh my gosh, it was like a breath of fresh air coming here. It's a breather. You know, it's a place to just kind of exhale everything that has gone wrong in your life. You soak up all of this love, good attention, good positive attention that feeds your soul what you've needed for so long. After I moved out of Hannah House, I did move back in with my husband, thinking that while I had been gone for those 11 months, that he surely had changed. And, you know, the first couple of months it was okay, but after a few months it changed, and he just became the same person he was. You know, it was just a mask. And then he lost his job, so I had to get a job, and it didn't pay as much as his did. And a little after that was when I found out that I was pregnant. So we were really struggling. I kind of fell away from my faith for a short time. The turning point for me to leave again was when he threatened to kick me in the stomach. I had to call my boss. She was the only person that I knew that would be able to help me. I wasn't speaking to my parents, and I hadn't for a while. And she let me stay at her house for the night. Cindy came to get me the next day. She cares so much. She cares so much about the girls that she's willing to go on a Sunday to pick up a girl a couple of hours away, take her out to lunch, and then bring her back and get her settled in. And I knew, even though I might be embarrassed to come back, I would be welcomed. So what better place to get a second chance, and what better place to kind of start over and reset. I had also reconnected with my mom after not speaking with her for a little over 2 years. I kind of get a second chance at that too. I get to show my mom who I really am and who I'm trying to be. I do see myself growing in my faith. I even have friends that are kind of coming back to their faith. So they come to me with questions, and teaching other people about what I know, that kind of reaffirms it to myself. Without the darkness, you can't truly appreciate how wonderful the light is. Anyone that's ever come into contact with Hannah House has been more of a blessing than they'll ever imagine. Anyone that's even just worked with them once, or, you know, donated one thing, or been a part of them one time, Hannah House is a force, a complete force.